All right, everyone, welcome back. So now I want to demonstrate freeform mode. So freeform stands for freeform conversation, and it's supposed to simulate a full MI counseling session between you as a counselor and a synthetic client. So we have curated a collection of 83 synthetic clients, all with the same realm of smoking cessation. So in order to select a client, you can use the pinwheel here, or you can also click on a random client button and it will just select a random client for you. So to initiate the counseling session, you would have to be the first one to say something. And we could just say something such as, "Hello, it is nice to meet you. What brings you in here today?" Once you've entered, the client will take some time to think. Once they've thought of something, "I'm here because it feels extremely important for me to stop smoking right now, even though part of me is still on the fence." So you can choose to reflect. You can choose to respond to that. Is very important to you to stop smoking right now. Um, Stop smoking right now. What is it about smoking that like? That you like? That you like? Right. So you can continue the conversation as long as you wish, but there are three stopping conditions. The first one is you can manually stop it yourself by clicking on the end session button. The second method is if you and the client have mutually uh, gotten to a point where you can agree on a change on a way of changing, then the client would just leave. Or the third method is if you say too many wrong things that are either rude or offensive, then the client will also choose to not continue the conversation anymore. All right, so let's just end the conversation manually. So once you click on end, you can view the session metrics in your counseling session, such as reflection to question ratio, percent change talk, or percent MI consistency. But more importantly, you can also view the feedback document. So here's an example of a feedback document from a fully completed session. um, so the feedback document contains the session overview that would say something like, overall, the session demonstrated good MI skills. Session summary, which contains the same metrics that we saw before here, and also your strength, your weaknesses, practice suggestions, and also a breakdown of the characteristics of the client that were just talking to, which also contains their motivations and their barriers. So you can use this as a way to see if you are satisfied with the depth of how much you have explored the motivations and barriers of your client. Lastly, you can see the transcript of what you've just said with your client that has also been codified based on the BT score. So below this, uh, there is the client. There is an explanation coding reference that explains what the coding is for the client, and also the same for the counselor as well. So, for example, here it says Q, it means questions. Q here, which means questions, asking for information from a client. That is what the classify of what you have just said.